We want to continue our team coverage with Kirsten Glavin live in Scituate.
So, Kirsten, you showed us last night how these coastal communities were bracing for this weather today. Those winds and flooding, what are conditions like tonight?
Well, significantly worse. The rain has been coming down hard and the wind has been very strong tonight. You see, I have to hold my hat in place. We've also seen a rough surf here along the coastline, with the worst of it still expected to come through tomorrow morning. Sandbags propped up outside of businesses, with a flood risk still on the horizon. In coastal communities like Scituate, Wednesday's nor'easter blowing on through into Thursday.
Recently, it's been pretty windy.
At Mill Wharf Restaurant, manager Nicholas Leaping says they're no stranger to Scituate Harbor spilling into their plaza.
Parking lot usually gets flooded, but you get more restaurants on Front Street like the Galley, which unfortunately they got flooded and they got water in the restaurant recently.
Thursday morning's high tide projected to cause further problems, with whipping winds only adding to the mix. Locals say oceanfront homes leading to the lighthouse tend to have the most serious coastal concerns.
A little washover out here. This parking lot will get a lot of water in it. Some of the houses down here, maybe.
The town urging people to take precautions like avoid driving through flooded streets, do not park on Cole Parkway and the town pier, respect the sawhorses and don't drive around them, ensure sump pumps are working, and report any blocked catch basins to the Department of Public Works. Many standing by to see what the storm will continue to bring.
If you've lived through 40 years of these, they don't really seem to be a big deal anymore. But sometimes they fool you. We'll have to wait and see.
We will see. Again, the greatest flooding concern is between 7 and 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. That is when we are expected to see that high tide come through. We're live here in Scituate tonight. I'm Kirsten Glavin, NBC 10 Boston.
All right, Kirsten, get dry. We want to continue our team coverage now with Michael Rosenfield. He is live in Fitchburg.
And Michael, we know a lot of people there were preparing for snow. How is it tonight?
Hey, Priscilla, we are expecting perhaps up to 6 inches of snow here in the Fitchburg area, but that'll be mostly in the overnight hours. Right now, though, we're dealing with a little bit of a messy, wintry mix, a little bit of everything, some rain, some snow, some sleet, almost like some ice pellets out here. Take a look down here at my feet here on the sidewalk. This is really icy here. It's very dangerous, very slippery. A lot of slush just really starting to accumulate here on the sidewalks. And out here on the roads, this is Main Street here in Fitchburg. Also some slush for drivers to deal with this evening. After hours of rain, it soon turned into a wintry mix in Fitchburg. Wet roads becoming slick as a sloppy mess started to accumulate.
We're in New England, so you should know how to drive in this, to be honest with you.
A spring surprise in northern Worcester County.
We're in April, and we're supposed to be enjoying the hot weather. This is not it.
I'm ready for spring, and I want to get out on the boat, so I'm not very happy about this.
At Rocky's Ace Hardware in Fitchburg, the store had already put away its winter merchandise, and now it's back.
We had to bring shovels up from the basement. We had to bring a couple snow blowers in from our dock, and salt, we luckily just pulled it out from out back, put it on the dock, brought it in.
The shop had gone into spring mode at the beginning of March, displaying everything from fertilizer to rakes to grass seed. Now a change-up as the seasons switch.
It's actually fun to me to go, okay, we need to bring stuff. What do we got to do? Set a plan, get it done.
The city of Fitchburg was also ready for spring. Public Works crews had removed sanders and plows from city trucks.
We were preparing for spring, but we put the plows and the sanders back on the trucks. We've got about 20 to 25 pieces of equipment ready to go for this storm. We're anticipating 3 to 6 inches of heavy, wet snow at this point.
What brought you out tonight?
Hockey. On the way to hockey. And then we're going to probably drink a couple beers.
So city officials will be meeting at 4:45 in the morning. They'll assess the weather situation at that time, and then they will decide whether or not to have school here tomorrow. Live in Fitchburg tonight, Michael Rosenfield, NBC 10 Boston.
Incredible. Possibly no school in April because of this weather. Michael, thank you so much. New Hampshire state troopers, they're warning people to be cautious on the roads. They are investigating this tractor trailer rollover, for example. This is in Warner, one of more than 36 incidents that they're dealing with tonight. It's no different here in Massachusetts. State police also dealing with multiple crashes around Worcester. NBC 10 photojournalist Dominic Aielli is in Thunder Truck for us. Dom, talk a little bit about where you are and what you're experiencing.
Well, JC, we just left the Worcester Hills, Belmont Hill to be specific, where UMass Medical University campus is. We're on Route 9 heading eastbound, and right now it's basically water. 35 degrees. The water is puddling up. It doesn't seem to be too slippery at all. We left the snow in the Princeton area, as you saw in Michael's live shot. A lot of snow and sleet. But as we've come out here eastbound, mostly water, mostly puddling on the edges of the roadway. The roadways, not many people on them, as you can see. And as you can see from Tire Cam, a lot of water being pushed through the tires. So the conditions aren't terrible. And honestly, the wind seems to have subsided here in Worcester County. Back to you, JC.
Dom, you've been doing a lot of driving around there tonight for us. Thank you.
We appreciate it so much. And good to see not many people on the roads. They're staying home. So now is a good time to download our NBC 10 Boston app. It's especially helpful if you lose power. You can, of course, check the radar and set up weather alerts for where you live.